When you think of the main industrial materials, you might think of coal, gravel, concrete, and steel. But one thing is often forgotten: sand. It's the most extracted solid material on Earth. According to the United Nations Environment Programme, we extract 4 to 8 billion tonnes of it every year, and that's the equivalent to 1 million lorries full every day. Sand's made out of tiny grains of rock and mineral, but the kind that really matters to modern infrastructure is silica sand. That sand is then refined into ultra-pure silicon. You can then grow it into single crystal ingots and slice it into wafers that can then be etched into the microprocessors that run our phones, laptops, cloud servers, and solar panels. Even the digital world is built on processed sand, just as much as our buildings are. It turns out that not all sand is equal, and so differences in grain shape and chemistry can decide whether a skyscraper could stand strong or whether a smartphone screen might survive a drop. We meet sand in more everyday places than we might realise, but what implications does this actually have? Demand for good construction sand has surged with global urbanisation, and in some regions, legal supplies haven't kept up. So that gap is being filled by illegal mining. Sand is being stripped from riverbeds and beaches. This can leave rivers deeper and faster flowing, their banks might collapse, and coastlines are becoming more exposed to storms. This heavy dredging can also strip habitats of marine life. Some estimates for the global value of illegal sand extraction range between $200 to nearly $350 billion worth each year. To manufacture the high-purity silicon crystals that you need in chips, manufacturers need a very special grade of silica sand, and almost all of that material today comes from a handful of small mines around a town in North Carolina. And these deposits are so unusually pure that they dominate the global supply chain. If that bottleneck failed for long enough, silicon chip and solar production around the world would be severely impacted. How do we go about ensuring we can build the infrastructure we need and rely on with a supply that is legal, safe, and protective of the environment and people? Governments are starting to shift towards a more circular economy, but according to the Stockholm Resilience Centre, the use of construction materials is projected to outpace the global population growth by 2060. Working towards transparent supply chains is clearly a step in the right direction, but there is a long way to go. It is a vital part of our daily lives. Protecting it with circularity in mind can ensure that we can maintain and develop the physical and digital infrastructure that we so rely on for years to come.